Hi everyone, welcome to Daily News Analysis. Let's look at some of the important news of 21st June. Now, as you know that there is Panchayat elections in West Bengal, and there's this Manipur violence issue going on. Nowadays, Adipurush issue is going on. People are very offended. People are reacting to that. So let's see what the Supreme Court and High Court and other bodies have to say regarding that. Starting with the Bengal elections, just one second. Supreme Court has cleared the deployment of central forces in Bengal for local polls. So the Supreme Court upheld a Calcutta High Court decision to allow for central security forces. They can enter West Bengal to ensure free and fair Panchayat elections that is going to happen on 8th July. A vacation bench of Justice B.V. Nagarthana and Manoj Mishra reasoned that West Bengal has a history of violence during polls, and the upcoming local polls was a mammoth exercise because there will be elections to 75,000 odd seats. Polling would take place across 61,636 booths in just one day. So that requires adequate security measures. Now, it further said that holding an election cannot be a license for violence. There has been a history of violence as far as West Bengal is concerned. So we appreciate that you are a state having a democratic setup right up to the grassroots level where elections are taking place, but at the same time elections cannot be accompanied by violence. This was observed by Justice Nagarthana addressing the state government. Manipur violence, as far as this is concerned, Supreme Court has refused to urgently hear a plea seeking army protection for cookies. So the Supreme Court termed the Manipur ethnic violence, which left almost 100 dead so far, a purely law and order issue, and they hope that courts will not be asked to deploy the army or central security force. Now, here, a vacation bench of Justice Suryakant and M.M. Sundaresh, they refused to list a plea by the Manipur Tribal Forum Delhi for army protection to the Kuki tribal people urgently in a day or two. It listed the case for 3rd July after the summer vacation, saying that that was the earliest the case could be heard. So here it added that any court intervention may aggravate the situation. So they are trusting the law and order of the place. Manipur has told the Imphal High Court that if we restore internet, it will be difficult to control the social media sites. So it is hard to restore internet while blocking social media website, and so the Supreme Court they have sought a reply from the internet service providers regarding this matter, that how do we restore internet in Manipur while blocking the social media sites so that there is no misinformation or rumors being spread through that. Here there is a victory coming from Aam Aadmi Party, that is the Punjab Assembly has passed a bill to replace governor with CM as the chancellor of the state universities. So here the Punjab Assembly has passed the Punjab University Laws Amendment Bill 2023. Now this has vested the power of the chancellors of state universities with the chief minister. Now the Aam Aadmi Party government's move comes amid an ongoing tussle. There has been a tussle between the chief minister Bhagwant Mann and the governor Bhavri Lal Purohit on several issues including a confrontation on selection of VC by the government. Bengal governor has marked the State Foundation Day. However, Mamata Banerjee was not in favor of that. So West Bengal governor C.V. Anand Bose, he went ahead with his plan to observe the State Foundation Day despite Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expressing her strong reservation against such a commemoration. A march was organized by the cadets of the National Cadets Corps, that is NCC, followed by a cultural program at the Raj Bhavan. Now the governor also made a speech on the occasion. The Kolkata Raj Bhavan also circulated President Draupadi Murmu's greeting to the people of the Bengal on the West Bengal Foundation Day. Kerala, there's this dog attacks issue in Kerala. So the State Human Rights Commission has summoned a Panchayat Secretary. With an increase in reported cases of attacks by stray dogs in Kerala, the State Human Rights Commission has summoned the Panchayat Secretary to appear before it during the sitting to be held in Kannur on Wednesday. More assembly seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in Assam. So the Election Commission published a draft limitation proposal for Assam. They are keeping the number of assembly and Lok Sabha seats unchanged, but they are increasing the number of assembly seats reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. And the census figure that they are using is of 2001 as the delimitation exercise. Here the Puri Rath Yatra has started, and lakhs of people throng the streets. So a sea of devotees surged in the coastal town of Puri to witness the grand spectacle of Rath Yatra, which is an annual event in which three deities, that is Lord Balbhadra, Lord Jagannath and Devi Subhadra, are taken out in their respective chariots from the 12th century Sri Jagannath temple. We have a new CEO of Aadhaar Authority, that is Amit Agrawal. He is a 1993 batch IAS officer. He took charge as the Chief Election Officer of the Unique Identification Authority of India, which administers Aadhaar. And we have the world's largest Ramayan temple coming up in Bihar. So the work on this world's largest Ramayan temple, it began in the East Champaran district in Bihar. A former IPS officer and secretary of the Patna-based Mahavir Temple Trust, Acharya Kishore Kunal, along with former Chief Justice of Rajasthan High Court, Justice S.N. Jha, laid the foundation of the stone. There is this news coming regarding the India's first mRNA vaccine against Omicron has been approved, that is Gemcovac-OM. It's India's first indigenous mRNA vaccine for the Omicron variant of the novel coronavirus. This was approved under the emergency use guidelines by the DCGI, that is Drug Controller General of India. Now this comes a year after the Pune-based Genova Biopharmaceuticals Limited got approval for Gemcovac-19 against COVID-19. This SBI MD Janki Raman, he has been named the Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India. So the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet has selected SBI MD Swaminathan Janki Raman for the post of Deputy Governor in the Reserve Bank of India. And here we have Eddie Wu, who will succeed Daniel Zhang as Alibaba Group CEO. As you might be aware that there is a tourist submersible that went to see the Titanic wreck. It has been missing for the third day now, and the oxygen I think has already run out. It is consistently in news that there are 5 people on board. They cannot be traced now what exactly happened. So a submersible taking a wealthy tourist to visit the site of the Titanic wreckage in deep waters off the coast of Canada was missing for a third day, as US and Canadian ships and planes swept a huge area trying to find the vessel. 1 pilot and 4 passengers were on board the submersible that went missing on Sunday. The US Coast Guard said adding the vessel could stay underwater for up to 96 hours, although it was unclear if it had resurfaced but was unable to communicate. There's this PM Modi is visiting US. India and US share values of democracy, diversity, says Modi. So PM Modi says there is an unprecedented trust between the two countries. He is making his 6th visit to the US as Prime Minister, and he will be hosted by President Joe Biden and also it's by the First Lady. Then China, Pakistan, they entered into a nuclear plant deal. So China has signed an agreement worth $4.8 billion with Pakistan, which is already facing with financial difficulties. Now to set up a 1200 megawatt nuclear power plant as a sign of increasing strategic cooperation between the two all-weather allies. In news, we in sports, we have Germany that has unveiled a teddy bear as a mascot for the European Championship. So this will be a teddy bear, and it made its appearance on Tuesday morning. Fans will help name it by choosing among few names, that is Albert, Bernardo, Barnhard, or Herzi von Bar. Bar essentially is the German word for bear. That's all for right now. Thank you so much. See you in the next session with more set of news. Till then, have a good day. Goodbye.